Hello, everyone. My name is Derek, and welcome back to the channel. We are here with week 2 of the 2022 season pick'ems, and I went 9-6-1 in week 1 of the 2022 season. That one tie between the Colts and Texans kind of messed me up, but not too bad. Better than I thought I was going to do after the plethora of upsets, in my opinion. So let's go over week 2. And let's see who I will be picking for week 2. Now, I have already done this, but I wind up not recording. I didn't hit the record button, so at least I'll save some time because a few of these were kind of tough for me to pick. But now, since I already know, I'll be able to go through it a bit faster. This one was a tough one. I actually had to come back to it, but I'm actually going to pick the Chiefs at home to win this game. I think the Chargers are legit, and they're going to scare a lot of teams this year, but I think Kansas City at home is going to be too much to handle, scoring the most points in week 1. Now we go down here. I think the Steelers are going to win this game at home. Mac Jones, if he does play, his back may not be 100%, and I'm not going to trust Brian Hoyer or Bailey Zappi to come in and win me a game, so I'm going to pick the Pittsburgh Steelers to start the season 2-0. Here, this team let me down, but I'm going to pick them, the Indianapolis Colts, to win this game. I think the Jacksonville Jaguars are headed for that top 5 pick for the 3rd year in a row. Wouldn't it be something if they can pick number 1 for the 3rd consecutive year? That will be something I don't think I've ever seen in my lifetime. Down here, I think the Cleveland Browns are going to win this game, bounce back from that loss on Sunday. This was another tough game for me to pick, but I'm actually going to pick the Miami Dolphins to win this game on the road. I think the Dolphins are long overdue. They've been almost there for the past couple of years, and I think this might be the year that they start to move in that, not almost there, but you have to take notice of us not missing out on the playoffs by 1 game. Here, I think the Denver Broncos handle business at home, coming off that emotional loss with Russell Wilson. I think they bounce back at Empower Field on this weekend. Here, I think this game is going to be one-sided. I think the Bills are going to win this game. I think, for me, the Bills are my AFC Super Bowl favorite to go. I think, just like the Dolphins, they've been almost there for the past few years, and after that, getting shortchanged last year into that game against the Chiefs, having the rule change because of this game, I think the Bills are going to run through a lot of teams this year. Let's go to the AFC-NFC matchup. I'm going to take the Raiders to get on in the win column and the Cardinals to start off 0-2 for the season. I'm going to take the Bengals to win this game. The Dallas Cowboys are in trouble coming out of Jerry World, that they could possibly be looking at maybe Jimmy G or Mason Rudolph. If I'm Jerry, I'm picking Jimmy. But that's if they make that move. So the Cowboys start 0-2 after winning the NFC East last year. Now, if we move to the NFC, I'm going to take the Bucks to start hot, man, and keep going, be 2-0 to win this game on the road. I think coming off that emotional win, the New York Giants are at home. That risky 2-point conversion and a missed field goal by Randy Bullock. But I'm going to take the Carolina Panthers. Baker's going to rebound, and I think they're going to win this game. But I think Christian McCaffrey is hurt, and Saquon is doing his thing, man. So that could go this way, but I'm going to take the Carolina Panthers. For this team here, I think the Detroit Lions are going to win this game at home. Sold-out crowd last week. Came back against the Eagles and have the 2nd highest scoring offense in the National Football League after 1 week. I think they get it done and go to 1-1 on the season. Here, I don't think this is going to be much of a contest. The LA Rams are going to take care of business. The Atlanta Falcons might be a top 5, top 10 pick for sure at the end of this season. But I think the Rams take care of business at home. Here's a good one. The Seattle Seahawks, coming off that emotional win, Russell Wilson surprised everybody and got the dub, but I'm taking the San Francisco 49ers to win that game. Trey Lance, I don't know what's going on, but if he plays, it could really go either way. But I wouldn't be surprised if the Seattle Seahawks win this game, but I think I'm going to pick with George Kittle. If he comes back, I'm going to go to San Francisco 49ers at home. Here, Chicago coming off that emotional, sloppy, nasty win at home in the swamp game, I like to call it, but I think the Green Bay Packers win this game at home. Aaron Rodgers is known for, he lost the first game last year, got mollywopped, came back and rattled off 7 or 8 straight, if I'm not mistaken, on pace to a 13-4 record. I think the Green Bay Packers go 1-1 on the season. And the last of 2 Monday night games, this one is at 8:30. I think the Philadelphia Eagles win this game. Philadelphia is like that NFC dark horse to come out of the NFC for the Super Bowl. And I think that defense, Jalen Hurts, is going to be a problem. But on the other side of the coin, man, Justin Jefferson put up ridiculous fantasy points. And it could be a good game. But I think in Philadelphia, I think the Philadelphia Eagles win this game. Now, let me reduce the screen a little bit, and let's look at our division leaders after week 2. So these are obviously not the actual standings. These are just my standings based on my pick'ems. I think a lot of teams are going to be 1-1 in the actual standings after this season. It's going to be 1-1s all across the board. But I've got the Miami Dolphins leading the AFC East. I have the Pittsburgh Steelers leading the AFC North. For the AFC West, the Kansas City Chiefs, and the AFC South is going to be the Indianapolis Colts. Moving on to the NFC, the Philadelphia Eagles are going to be 2-0 after this weekend, leading the NFC East. The NFC South, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, no surprise there. The NFC North is going to be a 4-way tie for first place. All 4 teams, in my opinion, are going to be 1-1 after this weekend. And the Minnesota Vikings are going to have first place. I think they're already in first now. I think by the end of the season, this is going to be the division to watch for. I think 2 of these 4 teams make the playoffs in the NFC North. I think the NFC North is the division to really keep an eye on. It's going to be a close race over there. And the NFC West, I have the San Francisco 49ers winning that game. And after starting, 7-0, 8-0 last year, the terrible Arizona Cardinals will be at the bottom of the NFC West. Here's the funny thing. All of these teams, these 3 teams went to the playoffs last year out of this division. This was the only team that didn't. And in the actual standings, the Seattle Seahawks are the only team in the NFC West to win in week 1, and they are currently sitting in first place. So let me know what you think of my week 2 pick'ems. Make sure you leave your record for last week and your current pick'ems for this week, and we'll compare numbers next week as well. You guys are awesome. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next video.